okay? And while me and my mother was just waiting for our turn, we did. We started shit talking them.
Dude, I would honestly, I would have just gone with it, and then when you like exit or something, I would just, with the manliest voice, say thank you or something.
Oh, I should have done that.
Honestly, when I grow older and when I live like alone, I want to do that. I at least once in my lifetime want to like try to pass as like a girl or something and do a little trolling.
Yeah,
I mean,
I almost pass as a girl. It's just
honestly,
my body is very non-girlish, to be honest.
honestly, oh, oh, God, femboy, femboy samurai, man, femboy samurai, femboy samurai. Yes. Vents? Oh, oh. Yeah. You know you actually pass as a girl when they start like when creepy men start giving you weird DMs. That's when you know that you actually look like a girl.
Oh, dude, today?
Money,
No, but-
money.
Today I had like the.
You idiot! You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Okay, everyone, fuck off. Fuck off.
What's up, Samurai?
Everyone who's on.
Live stream.
Everyone who's on.
Are you really?
Everyone who's
Are
on.
you streaming?
Call and that means
What?
just
Wait, you're streaming on YouTube right now? I've got a single word that can get you permanently taken
Hold on. Hold on.
Aww. There we go. That metal bar was so loud.
That's going in the highlights, and this live stream's not very good.
Who is?
What?
I'm the only one. I'm the only one watching it, bro.
You would have
Why
to
would
fix
you-
that generations
Why would
of
you
metal.
why would you live stream and nobody cares? He's not. He's What- live streaming a World War II
What are
game.
you watching? What are you live streaming?
This.
What?
Wait, you mean the Rising Storm or what? Because like there's a mod for Rising Storm 2 that turns the game into like nuclear war. Servers are kinda that low.
Bro, you really gotta fix how you do your format though. Your format is ugly.
What are you talking about? Wait, can I see the stream? Send me. Oh god, this looks ass.
Yeah, so like, I need to ask a question. Pioneer, who's better? Who's better, Lippe or Oldenburg?
That's like asking would you rather get shot in the balls or rather stabbed in the balls.
Whoa, that's so mean. When have
Honestly,
I ever been mean to you? When have I ever been mean to you?
Server banned.
Hey, question, why were there several messages deleted in the Lippe enlistment. I wonder what happened there in Lippe enlistment.
Because he had to clear it up for the recruit.
Because you said, because Sam said that he doesn't want to know how you got the name fucking woman whatever the fuck.
Yes, yes. No, but
I don't remember what it
my
was.
own title, my flirting title, it's an insider joke. You wouldn't get it.
Yes, yeah, and then for some reason you insulted us. That was
You
mean.
insulted me. Oh fuck off! Don't act, don't act
I
like you
didn't
were
say
innocent.
anything about you.
Anyway,
What is wrong?
I despite my recently bad experience with Lippe, I still think Oldenburg is the biggest pain in my ass.
Everyone does. No one likes Oldenburg.
I don't. No,
No, they all suck. They all
Oldenburg.
suck.
Oldenburg, honestly.
The whole
I-
entire nation.
I
It's
don't know.
right.
I
It's
don't know
not Oldenburg. It's Fade.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's my
fair.
hot take. That's my hot take.
It's the mall. But to be fair, there's this guy, this edgy kind of guy, the guy with the profile picture of the man.
Oh
in the
yeah, no,
sunglasses.
he's awful.
Exactly. Beyond.
Max.
But I know everyone. I like that everyone knew who I was
Nice.
talking about.
Yeah.
Can you get the deployments message and send it?
Wait, Pioneer, are you actually a Jew?
No. Okay, so basically the story is there was like this Egyptian guy, Abdu, and I wanted, I wanted Joe to like rename him as like Israeli or Jew because he's Egyptian and that would piss him off.
That's fair. That's fair. No, that's fair. As an
And-
Israeli, as an Israeli, I agree. It would piss
Exactly, and
It would piss off an Egyptian.
exactly, and they didn't do that. They instead renamed me to Jew. So
Wow.
yes. So yeah, real. What? What? No! I'm not anti-Semitic. How can I... yeah. How can I be anti-Semitic
He's
when
using
I've
my
never...
sound. He's
How-
doing it.
I cannot even hear it, that's the funny part. How can I be anti-Semitic when I never been met to in my life?
How much you-
events.
How much?
I doubt it.
I'm actually a Jew.
Show me your foreskin. Or like their arm.
Whoa.
Okay, man. Okay.
Criminal offense.
Oh my god, exactly in this moment where I said it, Chico
What?
DM'd me.
Hang
and
on a
asked-
minute. Of
Wait.
course, the fucking German wants to know about Jewish people.
Yes,
Okay.
but the funny thing is, the even funnier thing is, the moment I said it, Chingmo Ping DM'd me and asked, what are they saying and stuff we see. should I write, we're talking about Jewish foreskin?
Yeah.
No.
I
That's
am-
horrible.
I just thought we are talking about Jewish foreskin.
Oh my fucking god.
He just sends a skull emoji, that's when you know you fit it.
Skull emoji.
Well, we could also all just join the German tavern and
Max.
trash talk fate.
Max, is this
Yeah, I
a
would have to agree.
Max, is this a universal thing or is that Portuguese?
What?
What are you talking about?
That is Portuguese.
Okay.
What you talking about?
You know, like if you go into like
That's
the
it,
Mecklenburg schedule. Oh no, it's not in Mecklenburg schedule. Where is it in Mecklenburg? Okay. Oh no, Mecklenburg uses it.
The
So
bot?
it is a universal thing. I just wouldn't really use it. I don't think it looks.
Per a destra? That's what you
I'm using this.
What are you
that
talking
is,
about?
that.
Let me see. Oh, that's not a Portuguese thing. What are you talking
That's what I was asking if it was or wasn't.
about? It wasn't. So that's not 100%. That's 100% not a Portuguese thing. That's like a thing. That's like a fucking like thing everybody kind of uses.
Yeah, it's universal.
Wait,
Yeah.
Samurai man, who did the chance today? Who did the chance today?
Was it?
Should should we all join the Oldenburg Star PC and start shit talking Fade?
Yeah, but you gotta move us
I'll drag you in. I'll drag you in.
based.
I'll drag you in.
Instantly free content.
Who's going? I'll drag you in.
No, right. So, I've told people this story before, but me, Lucerne, and Preserve, last night,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
we were chatting to Fade.
Oh my god, not this again.
Right, so, we were chatting to Fade, and he kept saying, oh, you can only have fun at a battle if you win.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Like, fucking, yeah. Yeah, he did. And we were all saying, no, you can have fun at a battle with while losing. And he went,
Oh,
no, he said, fun is winning. And we said, no, winning is fun. There's a distinct difference. Exactly. Like it's not about the competitive side of it. It's about just enjoying it. Yeah, obviously you want to win. You don't want to get rolled for 30 minutes. But like if you are getting rolled, you may as well have fun. You may as well joke around a bit. Like today, I knew we were gonna lose. I knew the balancing was so shit that we were gonna lose. So we decided, oh, let's go match at La Fagnonami and just charge in.
No,
Yes.
I hate it.
Ooh-ah.
Hoorah!
Fagnonami.
Hoorah! Hoorah!
It was a 20-man
Hello,
third
Chingu.
core. It was a 30-man third core spec line who only knew how to charge, and we decided to just full sending in there with our 20-man line, and it was good fun.
Tingwo, are you okay? Okay. He just leaves when I talk.
Yeah. Nobody
doesn't
cares.
like you, bro.
Like, I don't like to sweat. I don't see a point in sweating.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, while I've been in Rhine, there hasn't been a single battle where I've sweat.
Not even.
Basic.
Not even the
single
ground
battle
battle.
where you
Not
what?
even the ground battle.
That's
Wait, a
crazy.
single battle where you won?
Yes.
It's fun. It's a big battle. It's cool. Like it. Like, I would rather have a fun battle that you get absolutely fucking rolled in than a battle, a shit battle that you win.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I can like put that out, but like, a fun battle will always be fun because you're just having fun, you're enjoying yourself, you're trying to make it enjoyable for the rankers, stuff like that. Like, you're just joking around. They can tell you're just joking around. You're not try-harding. Stuff like that. And... Exactly. At the end of the day, if you want to win, you sweat for the first half. And then if you start losing... You gotta know when to switch off. You gotta know when to switch off and just go, okay, I'm just gonna have fun.
Exactly. Remember, when you're losing, always charge into the enemy. You might actually capture a flag.
It might be just such a retarded move that the enemy don't predict it, and they fucking throw because of it.
I mean, technically, we actually did that in the last 2 minutes because Tingwo decided, you know what? Yeah, so basically... So basically, we charged in the last 2 minutes. We just decided, you know what, fuck it, the battle is over. We just charged through the bushes into an enemy line and told our allies to push, and then we captured. I don't know what it is. Was it like a Prussian line or something? And we defeated them and kept the flag. Well, we technically kept the flag. They stole it from us. Say it how it is. They stole the flag from us, those bastards. Yeah. But hey, it was fun. It was a dumb move in the normal match, or like if we had time left, but it worked and it was fun. So. Point of view for 8. You know, I actually attended for...
The only time I will ever do that is if the flag walks into another line. That's it. And I won't scream at them. I'll go, flag, what are you doing? Why are you doing that?
That's
Why?
like literally
Flag,
everyone.
what the?
I told you to move there.
Flag, you're a disgrace to this entire Lego army group.
Lego
Like,
army.
I'll have like a thing of where I'm just like going off on the flag, and then I'll go, all right, it's all right. It happens. Sometimes you don't see the line. We're gonna move on.
You gotta be like a fucking like, you know, you gotta be like,
You
oh,
gotta
it's
have
alright.
You gotta have a really
fine."
long temper because sometimes shit happens.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
completely
think-
out of your control. You know that you did the right thing. Your rankers just didn't listen, and that is the most infuriating thing when you know it was such an easy cap, or it was so easy to get out of that scenario.
Yeah.
There's no reason to get worked up about it because it's a
Yeah.
Lego game.
Lego demotion. Lego demotion.
France isn't really like that. I'm fine with France. France is pretty chill on
No,
that.
but the thing
Apart
with
from
France-
God.
The,
Apart from
the
God.
thing with France is that it has the ranker base, like that. It allows them to do this kind of stuff where they can just demote people, they can remove people, just like on a whim. Well, yeah, we're Rhine. We don't have consistent attendance.
Scraping the barrel high for a moment. Scraping the barrel high for a moment.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get proper organization. We could try.
It just wouldn't work. I'm telling you, it wouldn't work.
Look at me next time. Are you telling me? I can give you the most German, perfectly bureaucratic piece of paper that you've ever seen, where I list every ranker with his address, eye color, name, family, 3 generations, dog's name, cat's name, everything, and I can write you the document in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Same.
Dude, that would never happen.
Wait, oh.
I
okay.
mean,
What the thing is all of us don't want to get led by the others, which is, I mean, I think it's fair.
I'm gonna be real. I personally don't care who I'm led by. As long as I
No,
get to
well, like
feel
for example,
command,
I
I'm
don't
happy.
think
Not safe.
Daslow. I don't want to be led by anybody. I want to do my own thing. You know. You know what? I'm gonna do my own thing. But like, I
The-
know,
the
I
thing
get it,
is,
I get
right.
it. Listen, the thing, I get it. I get that we have to like work together, sure, because we're in the same nation. But the thing is, like, all of us are working towards becoming like an actual nation. right?
Yeah.
And that means we have to mostly rely on ourselves, which is like we're supposed to be very independent, and we are, I think. But it's just we don't have the same resources as like nations do. Like I understand that that becoming a nation is essentially like you've been the best you can, you know, and stuff like that.
The Bulgarian left.
But like,
Nah.
well, no, I don't think I'm like big. It's just more like I don't want to be led by anybody else because, well, like in the future we're gonna be a nation. Hopefully, in the future we're gonna be able to become a nation, and obviously, I don't want to get merged into something. I don't want to get merged
Exactly.
into something. But like I would,
But,
it
like-
would be essentially losing, like, for me personally, as like a leader of a force. Then my reasoning for not wanting to get merged is because, well, then
It's
I
losing
wouldn't
what
be
you've gained for, like what
It
you've
wasn't.
actually
Yeah, it
pushed.
wasn't like it would essentially be like giving up on like all the work I've done in terms
Yes.
of growing red.
But like, think about it. If we all merge together, we could have the Giga Nation.
Yeah, but like, what's the point? Then we attend event with like 45, 50 people, and then we had to wake up anyway because 50 people lied. Very funny.
Why would we have a 50-person line? Yeah.
Nah. Yes. Lego work.
It's one of those things that it's never gonna happen, but if it did happen, it would be good.
It would be effective, but like it just in terms of like how it would work and everything, it doesn't.
This is
work
early.
out.
This is early 18th, 19th century Germany. This is not meant to be effective.
No, dude. Every Rhine nation hated each other. Like we're not
Yes,
gonna be
exactly.
effective at all. Every Rhine.
We're pretty good.
At this time. No, at this time, every Rhine nation hated each other. So
Why
it
would
would not work.
hilarious?
Li-
Yes.
Like literally IRL. No, but
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
IRL. None of us work
Yeah,
together.
we know.
so-
Hilariously though, Napoleon is like the reason that German nationalism actually started.
Yeah, no. Listen, Pioneer. I go to a German school. I know German.
Oh,
Right.
du sprichst Deutsch.
Ja, ich glaube, meine sprachliche Deutsch.
Oh, wow.
Ich glaube, dass ich kann nicht so gut Deutsch sprechen,
Doch,
aber
doch,
zum Beispiel,
doch.
wenn ich. Naja, aber wenn ich. Ich weiß nicht, ich glaube, ich kann nicht eine gute Dialog halten.
Ach so, okay. Ja gut, macht Sinn.
Ich glaube, ich kann nicht eine lange gute Dialog halten. Nein, aber
But your accent is
But yeah.
very, very good.
I
Like,
know.
You pronounce.
Well, like no,
almost
but I go
perfect.
to a German school. I'm gonna do my Abitur. I'm gonna do like all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing.
But anyway, like I learned this in fucking school. Yeah, I know Napoleon started fucking nationalism in Germany.
Yes. Let's talk about nationalism in Germany. This,
Uh-oh.
Dude,
Uh-oh.
dude.
This is a dark topic.
Whoa.
the funny thing is, it's actually a very interesting
It is.
story.
No, it actually is. But like,
It actually is, and then with like, yeah, and it's like, then comes the liberalism because like in Germany, nationalism and
Yeah.
liberalism were combined, and then comes like the
yeah, there was like the fucking
attempt.
was it February Revolution?
I think so.
Yeah.
In 1848. In 1848.
Yeah. 1848. There was the February Revolution, which was like,
Yes.
and actually, it was actually in a lot of countries. It was actually in a lot of countries and not
Yes,
just
yes,
Germany,
yes.
But,
And it came from Paris, I think, and it spread all across Europe.
but like the thing,
Liberalism, nationalism.
for fucking
That's the
maternité,
second French Revolution, isn't it?
whatever the fuck, I don't know.
And what I
Egalite.
What I find especially interesting is like the role that the monarchs played, because I don't know how much you know, but basically the king of Prussia, he was
Yeah.
offered like the present
Yeah.
crown, and he was like he didn't actually accept it. He didn't want to accept it. He was like
Yeah.
totally. They were stuck up. No, that's the funny thing. He didn't even do it because he was scared of losing power. He did it because he didn't want to accept that it was from fucking peasants and not from God given himself.
Yeah.
Because
Well, that's
they-
like that's everything, dude. That's everything.
Yes.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Yes, that's why I always kind of laugh when someone tell they are like a German monarchist, because it's kind of like shooting yourself in the back or in the foot or
Well,
something.
there wasn't many German
Yeah, fair.
monarchs. There was 2, wasn't there?
No, there were like 3. Actually, there were okay.
You've got Kaiser Wilhelm. obviously.
There
Hey,
were like what do you mean? What do you mean? There was like a lot of German monarchs.
No, I think you referred
wait.
after. I think you-
modern German.
I think-
monarchs.
Oh, modern German monarch.
There
There
were
is
three.
like
There's
yeah.
3. So basically, we had Kaiser Wilhelm I, everyone knows him, and then we had Kaiser Wilhelm II, everyone knows him as well. And between Kaiser Wilhelm I and Kaiser Wilhelm II, there was like a Kaiser Wilhelm Friedrich or something, but he only ruled for like 90 days and then straight up died.
But everyone knows
Um,
Kaiser Wilhelm II because
Yes.
that's the important. That's the important.
You know what's
Yeah.
interesting? You know what's interesting? Like before Kaiser Wilhelm II. Okay, so basically Kaiser Wilhelm I died. The second king got the power for like 100 days and then died too, and then came Kaiser Wilhelm II. But like everyone, like even the people, the other kings, whatever, all wanted the second Kaiser who died after 100 days, because he was actually like a very popular leader, and he was also kind of liberal, so the people also liked him. But no, he just straight up died 100
Well,
days.
they were. Kaiser Wilhelm II, wasn't he cousins with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alexander and the.
Dude, yeah, no, all of them were cousins because all of them are from the Victorian
Hey,
line thing.
the funny thing is, all of them were German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, there's bro, in biology we used fucking like the German monarch, like the fucking nobles to learn about generational diseases. You know, like fucking blood diseases.
Habsburg chin in West.
Yeah, literally.
Well, there was also the I can't remember who it was, but it was a French one that went for like 300 years, which got incredibly bad.
What do you mean?
Like a French
monarch?
monarch line.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, they
There
got
was-
really bad.
300 years.
Yeah, that was it. That got really bad.
Well, yeah, no. Well, why do you think the revolution started? What do you mean? They are all so retarded. Yep. Oh yeah, like for example, even like a Napoleonic example, like George got fucking ass fucked. His fucking mental health got ass fucked by Napoleon. No, seriously. Yeah, it is. Like he was like, by the time the Napoleonic Wars were like in the end stages, he was very mentally unstable.
Who? I am sorry. Who?
Well, you've also got to remember, he was the Holy Roman Empire, and then Napoleon just toppled his empire.
That's not, no, I'm talking about George. I'm talking to George the
Ah, okay.
the British King George.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Which
the
George?
Austrian.
Dude, that's just fucking coping. No, I am
Oh,
not being by
no.
Napoleon.
No.
Time to dissolve a 1,000-year tradition. No, I'm coping and seething.
It's actually coke.
It's like such a cope. It's like honestly Alt F4ing in the middle of the game.
No, but like
It is super cool.
his mental health was awful as well, because If you think about it, he was
Listen,
old as
everybody-
fuck by the end.
Everybody's mental health was fucked at the time, like, because there was no.
Exactly.
They literally didn't until fucking
no.
Sigmund Freud.
Samurai. Back then, everyone was a man, and everyone just took in their emotions and
Yeah.
and then you also drink like 3 glasses of whiskey every morning because back then that was like medicine.
It's safer
Because-
than
No,
water.
because
Water.
everybody
I know.
couldn't. Yeah, it was safer than water. So.
Yeah.
It was, especially in London, because of how they set up the water stuff.
Oh, and
Basically,
also
they
because they didn't.
They would have
also because-
they would
also
have
because,
toilets next to the fucking
Yeah.
like water pump.
Yes.
and
Yes.
also because they thought bacteria didn't exist.
Yeah, they thought it was miasma.
Yeah.
Was that bad? Was that bad air? Was
It's
that
why
bad air
it's
thing?
why
I
plague
think-
doctor masks exist, because they would put incense at the end of it. so that-
Exactly. Hilarious. Hilariously, the plague doctor
Literally,
outfit
yeah.
actually worked. It actually worked.
because they were
Well, yeah,
like
because it
wearing all
covered
the
the
clothes.
mouth.
Yeah,
Covered
exactly.
the mouth. It did like all the. It worked kind of like a gas mask.
Kinda.
Like. It was.
Well,
It did. It was effective
It was kind
because they were covered in head to toe.
Yes,
and nothing
they-
to get in.
exactly.
And they didn't
wore,
really handle the patients, so
and they
nothing
wore
really
gloves.
went-
They
well,
wore
they didn't do anything to the.
They also
Exactly.
wore gloves. They wore head protection. They basically had no part of the skin where the what was it, lice or whatever. Oh the god, that could be a horror movie. What they did.
Lobotomy.
Blood leaching. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
leeches.
all
Oh.
that stuff. Well, no, and the thing is, this bloodletting, it's like, it was semi-effective, right? Like there was times when you could use bloodletting to actually, help, but most of the time it was just kind of like you're literally we're just wasting blood, which is deadly.
Can I just say something though? France has never lost a war to the UK.
Based.
No, never won a war against the UK. There we go.
Based.
It. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not one.
You mean
Well,
like
they've worked together to win together, but they've never, France
mean like
never-
France has never beat the UK. Don't even bring up William the Conqueror. He was Nordic. He was a Viking. He was not
I
French.
think that's coping. I think that's coping.
I
but
think I also, yeah, to be honest, that's kind of.
but I actually don't know enough about like anything past. I don't know.
No, that's
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't know anything back.
The
I know.
Normans were
I'm-
Vikings.
No, what? Every, like 90% of the people. Yeah, the Anglo-Saxons were Vikings too. I don't know what your point is.
Yeah.
By that
Anglo-
point, the Normans. By that point, the
Germanics.
Normans-
Anglo-Germans are Germanics. I will die for that.
literally,
Yeah,
listen,
that's
like
mad.
every like 90% of the people in Europe were German, like were Nordic. So I don't know what your point is.
Anglo-Saxon identity is a cope.
Still
yeah.
not French.
It,
Yeah.
like
It is.
unironically is a cope. They just don't
It
wanna
is.
admit they're Germanic.
And also, can I just say, William won that battle on a fucking prayer.
William Bastard? Or
Sure.
not?
Yeah.
but, like,
He won that battle on a prayer.
Okay,
Like fucking.
still
He
won.
was losing hard.
He still won. That's what matters in the end.
Yeah.
Everett.
Well, Asian history is literally just 50 billion people died in a battle.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wait. Chinese history. Wait. Chinese history be like Xing Ling Lao takes power from Xing Ling Bang. 15 million people perish.
Mao Zedong takes office.
Sad. That's sad.
Oh, and also, you guys didn't record your history that much, did you? Like, I'm actually asking. I don't think.
You know, the
Yeah. Yeah. Big L. Wait, you're from where? Wait, from where? No, but actually, where? Oh, Korea. Are you Korean? Or no?
Filipino.
Because I just heard like the Japanese, and I was like, oh, okay. Because like I know, from what I remember in Asian history, I think Korea was like conquered by Japan.
It was conquered by Japan because they wanted more resources. Then the
Yeah.
Russians intervened, and then the
Oh,
Japanese.
this was World War II. I'm retarded. Never mind.
The only thing I actually know of Philippines history is from that.
Oh, he's
What?
from Philly. Oh, he's Filipino.
Yes. And and the funny thing is, the only thing I know about Filipino history was like that they had femboy transgender women in pre-colonial Philippines. I it is. Wait, hold on. It's from a meme, so it's maybe not like that reliable.
Not there. I don't think it is.
I can actually. I'm DMing you all the I DM you guys the thing. I love how like.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Where is this? Wait, where is this?
I DM'd you. I DM'd you all.
Oh. Oh shit! Yo, send me a DM, Pioneer.
This is
'Cause
coming.
I rejected your message request by accident. Oh, never mind. I found it. Homosexual relations.
This is no. I will literally look it up. Hold on. Is there like something? Biok. Yes. Biok. I am googling it. I don't know.
But like, what's the? Yeah, I saw it. But like, what's the like societal point of having like?
I don't know. Maybe
Like-
they. No, because this is pre-colonial. This is pre-colonial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
The thing is like I don't understand what's the point of like these things when like.
but honestly, why not? Like honestly, why not?
No, but it doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of like civilization, you know? Because like,
Okay, but like,
what's the point of like actually having like these
what
types of
what's the point of celebrating random festivals?
no? But I feel like it's different. I feel like it's definitely different. Like it's different from having like a fucking
For me, it's
like
just
a
like a culture thing.
boy slave, a femboy slave, or something.
It's not a femboy. Blah blah blah.
Boy.
Technology, effeminate man, homosexuals, like. Bakla are often considered the natural third gender in Filipino culture, so.
I don't no, oh my god. These fucking are used. I don't think it's a gender. Like they say gender, but it's definitely not a gender. The gender is
Yeah, fair.
like that the article. Like I don't listen. I don't care what you do, you know. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The like fucking gender ideology shit is retarded. That's all I'm gonna. Like I don't. They justify a lot. Yeah.
I am, gentlemen. I am one of those evil liberals. So you guys will, you know.
You mean you're a commie?
No,
Oh.
no, I'm a social democrat.
I mean you're a German social democrat, so it's okay.
Yes. I mean, you met.
It's okay.
I don't know. I don't know. In America, social democracy seems like to be the only party with a competent leader.
So you mean You mean the Democrats?
Oh no, the Bernie party, the Bernie Bros or whatever you guys call them.
I'm not American. I'm not American. I live in Portugal.
Where do you live?
I live in Portugal.
Ah,
I know I sound American. I know I sound American. I know I sound American. I know. Listen, my fucking accent. Like I don't. A lot of people say like I don't have accents.
you don't much. You don't much.
Yeah, probably wouldn't tell, to be honest.
Oh, for some reason I don't have such problems.
Well,
I wonder why.
dude, like, come on, listen to yourself.
Yes, I know.
You're a filthy German person.
Shut up. At least we are based.
No, but like, yeah. No, it's definitely German. He's like,
I mean, it's Germanic, so.
No, but like, you're definitely like, where do you live?
Northwest Germany.
Yeah, you sound like you do sound like a Northwest German. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Base cut.
I
Another
mean,
Nordic.
to be fair, I've learned German in Switzerland, so.
Oh no, I am surprised I could understand you at all then.
What do you mean? No, I didn't learn Swiss German. I learned Hochdeutsch.
Yes, I know, I know. Yes, kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Well, like
Nothing-
nobody, yeah, but like no fucking, no fucking Swiss person is gonna talk Swiss German to a German person. Like, come on, they're not retards.
Swiss are German.
Oh, come on, that's not fair to them. That's not fair.
That's unironically true though. Just
I
like
mean,
just like Austrians are German, and I don't mean that in some like Nazi bullshit way, but they are actually German.
They technically are, yeah.
like, yeah, technically, but like,
No,
I think it's
like
culture. No, but the thing is, I think the culture is different enough. That
no,
you
it's not.
can say, like,
It's not. Basically,
Is it?
Austrian identity, like Austrian identity as a thing, right? They were always considered German, and basically, there were like 2 times where Austrian identity was actually like pronounced or whatever you wanna call it. The first time was in like the 1930s, when an Austrian dictator, like an Austrian fascist, and I don't mean Hitler, but like a separate.
I know, yeah, I get it.
Austrian fascist dictator took over Austria, and because a lot of Austrians wanted to join Germany, he tried to push Austrian identity so he can continue his power. And then Austrian identity after the war was brought up again, so they can claim that they were like the victims of Nazis, that they were like the first victims by being annexed, and that happened against their will. And they.
But I feel like even then, like even if it is kind of like this type of thing from like a fascist dictator, it's still like these countries have their own identity.
They don't. They don't. They actually. The best example I can actually give you is after World War I, when Austria-Hungary collapsed, right?
Yeah.
2 things. First off, Austria wasn't called just Austria; they were called German. There's like they were actually called German Austria because they were German. And secondly, in Versailles, or I think it was the Austrian Treaty, I don't know exactly. They were.
I mean, I don't know.
They were strictly forbidden from like joining Germany because they wanted to join Germany.
Versailles was a French treaty.
All right, fine. Okay, but like, what's your point though?
That they are German.
Well,
They
okay, sure.
culturally, their identity.
I don't. I to be honest, like I don't really want to argue with you because I don't know enough about this topic.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
To be honest with you, I'll concede.
I need to get public support for a re-annexation of Austria.
No.
You know what they
That's
say.
not gonna go down well.
It's
Well,
not gonna go down well.
Yeah.
But the thing,
Especially in Germany.
I don't think they care.
I mean, really depends where you are. West Germany, you might get
Basically,
arrested.
in Germany there are 2 sides. You either want to annex Austria or you want to sell Bavaria to Austria. There's
I
no
would have to agree. Do it. Get rid of them.
honestly.
I mean, is Bavaria really Germany?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they are like they're kind of the Texas of Germany.
Yeah.
Texas and Germany.
They're kind of. They are the
Bruh.
Texas of Germany. They are the Catalonia of Spain. They are the Northern Ireland of England, of Britain or whatever, kind of.
Of the UK, yeah.
Yeah, but
Ireland.
up the war and blow up the British.
Whoa.
It is all irrelevant to me. It is all
The
irrelevant.
Chinese argue it belongs to China because they built a load of concrete islands and claim that.
Oh no, those are clearly natural islands and they clearly give the rights. They clearly get the sea rights to fish around them.
Huh.
Light them up. Glass them. Glass them. I think we should start building like concrete islands around the UK and then just make them so they can't leave the island anymore because they would pass through like international territory or something.
Honestly, you try spraying the fucking massive US boat, see what happens.
Oh boy. Just ram them.
But does the US really care about you though? That's my question.
No, the only people the US really cares about is Austria, Australia, and Japan. Those are the only, and South Korea. Those are the only three that they really care about.
Probably. Obviously.
No one
Yeah.
wants another Chinese province. No, but like, no. So they keep saying they're gonna take Taiwan. It's not gonna happen.
It's not.
It is. Taiwan is a fucking fortress. Have you looked at it?
Yeah,
The-
look, if,
so-
if they try to attack, if they try to attack,
So,
if they want to be able to.
so the U.S. during the Second World War were gonna take it, but they estimated it would take. I think it was over 100,000 casualties just to get on the beach.
I'm gonna be honest. I know that Taiwan is fortified, and I think it will cost a lot of casualties. But I don't trust like the US.
The thing is, what if
wait,
it's
wait,
like?
wait.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
should finish,
I don't
sorry.
trust like the US number calculation because I don't think they will ever like take would have taken so many casualties because they had
No,
like,
they didn't land on it because they didn't
Yeah,
want the
I
cost.
I know, but I think if they landed, they wouldn't have taken so many casualties. I think they overestimated the Japanese capabilities.
Yeah, but you think about it, right? Now, it's impossible. No, I refuse to believe that it's gonna happen.
The thing is, like, what if like?
I
even if-
reckon they would be
no,
dead
listen,
before they'd cross.
Well,
the
what if
channel.
the thing is, if I think at that point, if China decides that they're gonna just invade Taiwan, they're definitely gonna go all out, like Japan did during World War II. Like maybe not the same, but like similar. I think.
I
Because,
Yeah,
like,
but
At that point, they've just basically given up on being like any type of like civil.
Yeah,
Like,
but
why should they?
like,
why should they even try
so,
to?
think of it like this. There's a massive stretch of water there that's constantly watched by like 8 different navies.
Obviously, yeah. No, like I'm not. I don't know. Like I
That
feel like it would
Taiwan's
be-
air defense system is very good. The landscape is impossible. Like if you actually look at the coastal
I
area,
know,
it is
it-
all cliffs. It's
like
all
the sea.
cliffs. It's
It's like
impossible to get onto.
Like Dover.
Obviously, like I'm
it's
not saying. I
actually
just-
a fortress.
Sure, but like I still feel like with enough determination and enough casualties,
yeah.
they'll do it. Like especially at that point, no, especially yeah, like especially if at that point they've decided, oh, we're just gonna go invade. You know, like at that point, I don't think they care that much about how many casualties they have.
I don't see a physical point for them. It is a fortress. They will lose so many. It's not worth it. For the extra land that they gain, it's not worth it.
Well, it's more. It's
ideology.
less of a land gain, and it's more of like a ideological.
Political
Exactly,
thing.
exactly.
It's more of like an idea. No. It's not a. It's not like specifically like a politics thing. It's more like an ideology thing. Like I feel like
Yeah,
this
I
is
agree.
like
I agree.
this is like communist shit. Like they just want to prove that they're the best,
It's
and
not
that
communist,
they're real
socialist,
China.
you son of a gun.
I know the difference between communism and socialism, but practically, like it's just
socialism
semantics.
every way.
It's
No,
semantics.
It's not semantics.
It's semantics.
It's not semantics. I will not take this.
All right. Yeah. You're a social democrat. All right. shut up.
Exactly, and that's why
Shut
I
up.
take offense.
Imagine not
The
being.
thing is,
imagine
right,
not being a classical liberal.
if you actually look at
Hey,
Taiwan,
sorry, I don't-
most of it
Good.
that isn't connected to
Uh-huh.
roads. So they could have a brutal guerrilla war on there, 100%. It would end up like, if you look at it, it's all mountainous and there's no roads. It would end up like Afghanistan.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do with brutality, and I don't know if you remember, but there was like a certain incident where like a few people
Yeah, but-
protested, and you know,
Yeah, but like,
funny
the,
number. that
the
you
more
can't-
brutal you are, the more people you're gonna turn to the freedom fighters side.
I'm afraid not always.
That's what
For
it's what
example-
happened with the what's
Vietnamese. Vietnamese? You mean
Vietnamese. It happened in Afghanistan.
but
It's happened with
but-
Germany in the past.
have you you know like the Hong Kong protests, right?
Yes.
Have you heard something about the Hong Kong protests recently?
Yeah. That's a fair point.
I haven't heard.
To be fair, yeah, I haven't read what happened specifically.
Yeah, but like
Nothing
in the
at this
same
point.
vein, Russia has like deep censorship. You still get news
Yeah.
about like Russian counter groups like taking places.
Exactly, and you
Well,
have.
no,
heard-
there was
no one-
like there was one thing with like the Wagner group going towards Moscow, but then that ended when
I mean,
like
that-
the Russian
that's-
government actually decided, okay, we're gonna just do what the guy says and not get into trouble or whatever.
mean,
I
the-
believe that's what happened.
Well,
But, like,
at the moment, it's not looking good because Niger's looking like he's gonna go to war.
Oh no, honestly,
Wagner's
I'd be
being
fucking,
shipped
listen,
over.
I'd be ecstatic if Russia they fucking got a new fucking regime. Because I swear to God, like I really don't like. So
Everyone
my
wants.
family's Russian. My family's Russian. okay?
Oh!
Or
Get out of here! Time to be racist. I'm joking.
Like I really fucking hope Putin fucking dies, like or something like that, bro. Like he,
Oh,
I don't
Putin's
know.
been pushed off a balcony. Oh no.
well, like I don't know. Obviously, no. Like I don't know. I'm conflicted. You know. like,
I hope Putin commits suicide by 3 gunshots to the head.
Uh-oh. It's not. No.
All right. So my mom just
They were
told me to-
already the
my mom
poorest.
just told me to not forget that our family is also from Ukraine. So
Yeah, but just remember that Ukraine was the poorest country in in Europe
Well, the thing is,
before the
like,
war.
the thing with like the Ukraine, the thing with
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
Ukraine-Russian war is like, yeah, you know, you can go first. You can go first.
Sorry, man, but I don't think Ukraine was the poorest. I think it was the most corrupt. That
was-
No,
yeah,
it was
really-
it was the
corrupt.
poorest, but it was
Oh,
also
No,
the
it
less
wasn't
corrupt.
poorest. It wasn't
Hey,
poorest, but it was
was-
really corrupt. It was really corrupt.
I think I think maybe like Kosovo, or Albania were poorer, but I might be might be wrong.
Like
No, a lot of them
the
have.
thing is, the thing with the what I wanted to say is like, the thing with the
That's Cold Wars. That's Cold Wars.
that's yeah, I can yeah.
Like, if you go to anywhere like in the Balkans, generally it will still have Cold War block housing, which is incredibly cool to go and see.
Well, it's the same. That's the same thing in Russia. In Russia, there's a shit ton of like
You don't
fucking
you don't even need to go that far. You can
leftover stuff from the USSR.
You can
Sorry.
already kind of find at least the big block houses. Obviously not with like communist.
In
civ-
Germany.
Yes, in East Germany. you
No,
can find
like
a big block house.
look. Literally, go to any place in Russia, like, any city, and you'll find like a building or literally anything with like social.
Yeah, but who the fuck wants to go to Russia?
The USSR, like that's.
I don't know. I kind.
Yeah, I would go if it was safer. If it was safer, I would go, but like not at the moment.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe.
no, I'm not doing it. Well, that's
I-
mean.
If
No,
you
no,
really
no.
want that, go to Pripyat. Go to Pripyat.
Yes.
You're not getting radiation poisoning. It's pretty much all cleared
Yeah.
up. As long as you stay with the tour, you're fine.
Samurai Man goes to
You
Russia.
either go with a tour or you pay
That sounds.
or you pay a stalker to go and walk you in for like 5-day walk.
Yes.
Oh, bro, I love Stalker. I love Stalker.
Like
The books.
the one thing about
So
stalking
good.
though, it's very elite. If you get caught doing it, you're
Yeah.
in prison.
That's true.
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
pay them to like walk out there. You start in Kiev, I think. No, I
mean,
can't
how
remember
would-
where you start, but you have to walk for like 5 days straight.
Damn.
I would do it. I would do it just because like. No,
That
like
boy-
the stalkers go and they sleep out there. They sleep in like the towers and stuff like that.
Samurai Man goes to Russia. Instantly, the sky turns black.
Samurai Man becomes the first Filipino stalker.
Exact.
The thing about stalking is you need to know the land, because if you do not know the land, then you're gonna walk into a very radioactive place and die.
Yeah. How's that beat? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, buddy. It's
Oh,
pretty
oh.
much, they follow very specific routes, and that's why it takes so long.
But like going back to politics, the thing with the Russia-Ukraine war is that like, at least from what I've seen, well, this is a bit anecdotal to be fair, but from what I've seen, like a lot of like at least from the Russians I know, a lot of the people are like have Ukrainian roots and stuff, so they're like 90% of Russia is definitely not in favor of the war. Like the only person people should blame, which a lot of people don't do because they're retarded, is Putin, because he's the only person who's actually.
Z.
Oh yeah,
Well,
The people don't have any fucking.
The problem with it is
to be fair,
the big problem with it is Putin is surrounded by yes men. So when he says, "Oh, is Ukraine ready
Well, like,
for,
it's as if any other-
annexation?"
Well,
They're
it's
like,
as if,
"Yeah, yeah, it's ready for annexation." So he goes,
Like,
"Okay, send the troops."
But like, look, like it's as if any other politician isn't surrounded by yes men.
You make a very fair point.
Like 90, even the politicians like in democratic countries, which Russia at this point isn't. But, like, yeah.
yeah. Third, wait. Personal freedom.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, but no, come on, you Twitter really? Like you're
Yes.
really gonna like
Yes.
you're really gonna think about the opinion of fucking people on Twitter?
Wait,
No, but I know, I get it.
To be fair,
Yo,
to be fair, Twitter.
I found the best hotel. Hotel back mood.
No, but like
Let's look at
no,
the
but, like, it's-
ratings.
Listen.
we Russian meat.
Listen, Pioneer. It's Twitter. Like, come
Yes,
on.
yes, but I feel like I don't know about the Philippines, but maybe Twitter is like different in like.
I really. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but like, is it like as political? No, like, is it? Yeah, but like, see the vision. I think Twitter in like Western world is more different, leaning in like one ideology. I think it's more leaning in.
Oh yeah, well no, obviously fucking right now Twitter is fucking lefty as fuck. Not I'm saying being leftward is bad. Like I'm leftward. I'm on the left.
You're not.
You can have.
Wait,
I just-
Everton, didn't you just say you were neoliberal?
I said I'm a classical liberal.
That's neoliberal.
That's not
That is-
what? That is not neoliberal.
Do you know what neo means?
I know what neo means, but I'm not a neoliberal. I'm a classical liberal.
That's literally the same.
It is not the same.
It is literally the same.
It is not the same
It
at
is
all.
literally the same.
This is like saying, oh my god, this is like saying fucking socialism and communism is the same thing. Come on. It is
Nuh-uh.
not the same. It is not
Okay.
the same. Dude,
Okay,
you are so wrong.
what's the difference then?
Neoliberalism is like Bro, my
God.
brain is off right now. Neoliberalism is contemporarily used to refer to market-oriented reform policies such as eliminating price controls, deregulating capital markets, lowering trade variance, and reducing, especially through privatization and austerity, state influence in the economy. That is not classical liberalism.
Okay,
Classical liberalism is
Calm down,
shit.
calm down.
Classical liberalism, I'm calm, I'm just saying. Classical liberalism is like fucking the shit that people in like 1800s America believed in. Like that was liberalism. That's classical liberalism. Like fucking what's a good philosopher that everybody knows?
Oh, I know. Locke. No, wait. Was that the man?
Locke. Everybody knows John Locke. John Locke,
Yes.
like fucking
The freedom guy. The freedom guy. Yes.
Adam Smith, fucking like a lot of people like that's classical liberals. All right, it's not the same thing.
Okay. Fair enough.
There was like the whole debate in classical liberalism about do people are people born good, but society makes them evil, or is society good? Are people born bad and society makes them good? That's a very classical like liberal
In my opinion,
debate.
in my opinion, if I would to put it on an axis, right, from like very bad to very good, right? I feel like humans are like born neutrally good, and then like societal values then teach them the rest. But they are born like neutrally good, and then society teaches them to be even better.
Depends. I mean, it depends on the society, right? Like I can kind of agree with that, but like obviously, but like I feel like there's definitely like
Obviously, I mean, if your society is like based on greed, then the kids will be greedy, and everyone will be.
I mean, wait, what does being like a social democrat mean to you? Like, I'm genuinely curious.
Okay, so
What are your beliefs?
okay, so basically, my core belief is I'm very patriotic, right? And you wouldn't usually hear that from like a social democrat. Usually, social democrats are along the line of somewhat like capitalistic critique, and that forms their basis, right? But for me, and I'm an exception, I am very patriotic, and I define my patriotic duty into two parts. For me, a country is made up of first of the core idea of the country itself, so the idea of the Germany, the unified Germany, and secondly, out of the German people. And for me, it's this second part, the German people, that push my social democratic ideas, because I want obviously the best for like the Germans. And I do believe in like market economies, because I feel they are efficient, but I also believe they have like certain flaws, and
Obviously,
I want to address those certain flaws with like social programs, laws, and regulation. And many of my socialist friends, I say socialist friends, they hate me. Hate me.
that makes
Because,
sense.
hate me. Okay,
Oh,
they hate
God.
me first because I still believe in the market. And
Yeah, so do I.
And
I
second-
think don't like. I think I'm
Oh
like,
fuck!
super
I just realized my mic,
socially
my OBS
retarded.
mic wasn't on, so I was speaking I tried to speak the whole stream and
yes,
oh my
I-
god!
I
Fuck!
personally believe you can have any opinion you want to have. But
No,
like,
okay, obviously that's like freedom. That's freedom of thought, freedom of speech.
exactly.
Everybody's a lot of. I think anybody that isn't like extremely authoritarian believes in freedom of speech, freedom of like thought, freedom of whatever the fuck.
this is
The
where-
one thing I will say though is, it feels like it's more like suppressed now. If
here's
you
the
get
thing.
what I mean.
I would.
Like, if
I
you
would
say the
yeah.
wrong thing, then
I would attribute that. Definitely to like more.
The evil leftists.
No, like it's not. No. To be fair, like I think it's not just the leftist specifically, because I'm leftist myself. Like I'm not
It's
very
the
far left.
hyper
I
woke
mean, no,
concept.
dude,
I know.
Personally, I'm more leaning to like the right, but I'm pretty much in the middle of it all.
Because you're cringe. That's because you're cringe.
No, it's not just
Yeah, no,
because I like to go. I don't like liberalism that much, but on my one of my points is like very liberal. It's like I'm very mixed when it comes to these two ideologies. That's why it's better for my philosophy at least. It's better to just stay in the middle of these two and take every single good point that these two sides have. Like let's say the right has a good point and the left has a good
So
point.
like I would assume you would be like a liberal conservative then.
Yeah, liberal conservative. That's what I've been advertising
Like, I
myself
think-
for years.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Is the liberal part economic thing or is it the societal thing?
Well, when it again, I say it depends a lot basically, because when it comes to the economy, I guess I want people to be, you know, more free and not like restricted a lot on the when it comes to income and shit, because again, my country is very struggling right now. Like starting a business here is like the aftermath of capitalism, and a lot of people are trying to start businesses, and then most of the times these businesses wouldn't stay up for at least a month, unless they don't know how the market works, how everything works. It's just sad that these people, like you see a cafe one day, and then let's say a week or two passes, and then this cafe converts into a restaurant, and then a month goes by, they suddenly close down.
I don't think it's a good investment, honestly.
It could be
Well,
that.
Is it more that like it's the markets themselves? I don't know. Is it more that the systems are the problem, or is it more like just the general environment and like the?
It is also the
Just
environment.
the economy in general. Like,
Yeah,
not
it is
just-
the economy
Well, obviously,
in
yeah.
general, because
Sure.
the pandemic also
No,
fucked
but like I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think that's completely fine.
the
I think.
the economy pretty much is fucked. Everyone, I'm pretty sure every country can say this. Every country's economy was fucked since the pandemic, and we were hit pretty hard because lots of businesses didn't get customers, and they had to think of new ways to get customers.
Well,
So-
I think some countries are definitely like recovering at least. You know, and that kind of.
The only
we-
people
like-
really recovering here, recovering
Recovering.
is the big business owners. Like, let's face it, we got massive.
The big business owners didn't even really suffer that much. to be
Yeah,
fair.
we got like massive brands here, like KFC, fucking
Oh
McDonald's,
my god, I love KFC.
McDonald's.
I
Lots of Western people, lots of Western
Yeah.
things coming into the country, and then these guys did not take a hit, and most of the local industry took a massive blow because
That's very bad.
we rely, the local economy relies heavily on tourism. You know, some tourists go into like a tourist spot in Vegan, one of our famous tourist attractions. They buy tobacco there and shit like that. Their money, you know, tourism is big in our country, and since the pandemic, and I mean we're kind of recovering now, but damn,
Yeah.
when it hit hard.
At least the Portuguese economy didn't suffer because they all relied on cork.
With,
I mean,
They have. I'm serious. They have like a billion, fucking they have a billion income on the fucking cork export.
how do you guys think the farmers in your country are treated?
To be fair, I don't know. I'm like I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't really care about Portuguese.
They're pretty good in the UK.
I don't listen. I don't care about Portuguese politics.
When it comes to
I
our
can
farmers,
I actually agree with the like. I don't know why, but I feel like American politics are very important. More
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. Like American politics are important. It's just
It's
I
just-
really don't care about it. Like Portuguese politics is just really.
bad.
It's unless
Boring.
you're the thing is unless you're Portuguese,
You wouldn't get it.
Don't care.
Yeah.
It's not just you wouldn't get it. Just you don't really care.
Fair.
which is fair. But like the thing with American politics is it's much more like sensational because a lot of the internet is English.
Yeah,
Is
it's
American.
more public in a way. Like
Yeah.
I also kind of feel like that they are more influential due to the fact I feel like
Well, they are a superpower. To be fair.
yeah, not only that, but I also feel like culturally because for example this whole I don't know abortion shit or whatever. I never heard like a discussion on abortion or like about the abortion topic, and then suddenly the Americans started to discuss abortion, right? With the
Yeah.
oh my god, that
Oh,
topic,
and then
bro.
and then you guys started discussing
exactly,
abortion too.
exactly,
Yeah.
and just.
But I mean,
just-
was there no? But like the thing is, like, was there a problem with abortion in Germany before you started discussing it? Like,
No,
was there even a need? Was there even a need to
No,
discuss
exact. No, there was not. And
it? Yeah, like it's
I also see like the same thing with like this transgender thing, whatever. They weren't really that much of an issue. Well, it was somewhat discussed every now and then, but it was like very, very, very rare. But
No,
now,
this-
but
Like-
now, wait.
no. I'm not saying. I'm just. I'm
No.
I'm
Just-
saying it about a different thing. But you can finish. Sorry.
Yeah. I just want. I'll be quick. Basically, it was never really talked about, but then the Republicans started with the anti-trans shit. I don't know if you know, but the Republicans started like actually going a lot after them. They signed over like 200 bills, or like introduced over 200 bills or whatever, trying to like go for trans rights or whatever. And suddenly the German far right also started going very much afterwards to trans people. And if you go on social media, I know social media isn't a very good metric, but if you just talk to like far right individuals themselves, they will often pick up what the their American counterparts say, and will start bringing that in their own content on German.
Well, I don't. The thing is, like, I don't think American politics really are in context with like any other country's politics. Because
They are
like
not.
American politics are so much different from
They are not. You are right.
German politics, for example. Like, it's really you can't really compare them.
It is not even the politics itself. It's more like the culture wars that
Yeah.
will translate over. And
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
because, you know,
I mean,
It-
abortion. The topic about abortion, it's not even really law. It's not really a law deal more than it is culture war on can we kill
morality. They want to argue about the
Exactly,
whole morality of the situation. You want to know the amount of times, like even in my country, it's been so heavily influenced because of the argument in the U.S. that even in my country, they started to have this discussion in schools. I remember when I was in 10th grade. I was like in English class, we were asked like what, because it was basically learning about opinions and stuff, which I appreciate. You know, people are learning the difference between fact and opinion. Yeah,
my opinion are fact. That's how it goes.
yeah, because so there's a reason why a lot of my English teachers recognize my ability, because when you look at a normal Filipino, they don't speak the way I do. You could recognize that they are Filipino because of their accent.
Fair enough.
So they
Yeah, no, bro, you have a really good accent. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So basically, the whole abortion thing was asked. So what was your stance on abortion? And personally, this was my answer, and I still stand to this answer to this day.
Yet we're getting controversial. Get this on the
Look, it's not
I'm gonna start
controversial.
off OPS.
This
we're
is
gonna record this answer.
straight up what I wanna my stance on it. I think like women are free to do like what they want. Like if it's a medical issue, then go
However-
for it. It's when you're saving a life, I think it's necessary, you know, to save your own life. I wouldn't say it would be morally bad, because, you know, if you have medical complications and you have to perform this operation, I have nothing against that. But when it comes to, like, let's say they just want to do the abortion thing, then you're free to do it. I don't think society should shun them. I don't think people should like publicly shame them for doing it. because people are.
Sure.
I want people to be free to do what they want. And it's not like it's not our business to
Yeah.
to know what is going on in
Agreed.
their lives. It's their decision, and let's say our word victim was became pregnant, and they have no choice. They want to. No, it's not like I have to rephrase that. They have a choice of whether or not they want to keep the baby, and potentially go down the road of having to struggle with like raising a child, at a young age, because that's also a problem in my country. A lot of teenage pregnancies happen because of unresponsible parenting. There's a whole, that's another topic in and of itself, but again, let's say that they don't want to go down that road of raising a child. They want to abort the child, and I understand why, because these are kids. They want to have a future, and even if it meant like taking another life, I don't. Even if it's like to others, it's morally corrupt. It's more like they don't see it like morally good. They don't see it as a good thing.
You see, it's actually morally good to kill babies because I hate babies.
Look. But if they want to give people a future, then I have no problem with that. I don't think
just ask
people.
you one thing?
Yeah, what is it?
What do you think about all this body positivity shit?
Body positivity. Well, when it comes to body positivity, I really don't have any problem about it. But there is that fine line of praising someone and becoming a yes man. Like supporting, no, not praising, supporting someone and borderline becoming just a yes man or woman. Because my mother's a dietitian, a nutritionist, and she heavily monitors these patients that have to like it's either old patients going through diabetes or overweight or underweight patients. So when a doctor, because I hate the fact that people blur the lines of bullying and then actual concern for health. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
so what I really want to get is fuck, it's my mom's calling, god damn it. But yeah, when a doctor's telling you that, hey, you're hurting yourself, you gotta live more healthy, so to speak, then it's not harassment, it's not bullying. People are showing genuine concern and they care for you. And when people are just blatantly throwing shade, they're bullying you, then you need to know how to identify that. You need to know how to identify bullying, and you need to know how to identify genuine concern.
Yeah.
So when let's say you're overweight, and when people say, hey, you probably should live a healthier lifestyle, and there's nothing wrong in that. You shouldn't be offended when people say that you need to live healthy. They want you to live a healthier, happier life. They're not saying that this person's ugly.
If you said
No, I
that,
don't think
if you
any
said that in
people's-
America or the UK, you would get
depends.
called fat phobic.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
hate the whole
fucking
fat phobic
bullshit.
thing.
It's
Look,
fucking bullshit.
It's like I take it like an insult to people that are living in countries in countries where I am, where getting a decent meal is now being a hard thing.
Exactly.
I call I'm very underweight.
Don't you have like cheap rice there or something?
Even for the low income housing,
Rice
is
is cheap, but it's not very nutritious.
Yes, but
Yeah, but-
that's like my point. How can you be fat when you can only afford rice?
no, for the
Exactly.
I told you I'm underweight, but
Yeah, but it's all the American stuff. if you look at like TikTok and stuff like that, you see all of these fucking morbidly obese people. I'm gonna be real. I've never seen one of those in real
Oh,
life.
bro, there was this one fucking TikTok. This reminds me. I'm sorry, but like this reminds me of that one fucking TikTok where like, someone asks a TikTok, like a fucking TikToker about their height, and like, well, actually, height is a choice.
Oh my
What the
god. Oh
fuck?
my god.
Now all of this shit is completely fucking. It's complete bullshit.
No. Height is a choice. You can just
No.
you can take on your little shoes and you'll be like 5'10", or you can just put on like an extra sole and be suddenly 6 foot.
No, but like, bro,
extra-
I decided to be 2,000 feet high today. Sorry.
No, like, unironically, right? Putin is very tiny. Like Putin is very.
He is.
And he actually puts on like shit in his shoes, so he actually appears taller.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
No, but I'm
he
not-
he
I'm not-
isn't
I'm
just
more
wide
talking
Putin
about, like,
anymore.
No,
Yeah,
but
I
the thing
know.
is, it's not. They're not talking about it
I know,
in
I
the
know.
how like
I'm fucking with
you can put on a shoe. It's more like I self-identify as being tall.
Yes, I know.
It's
Which
the
is
same
stupid,
thing as like
which is
I feel
stupid.
like it's to go a bit off topic and talk about like the trans issues thing. I feel like if you're an adult and you wanna transition and you think it's gonna be good for you and you feel you're not gonna regret it, or like even then, even if you're gonna regret it later on, I'm not gonna stop you. Like I think it's more
I
of
have
like
no
it's less of
problem
a
with them
lesson-
doing it.
No,
The
no, no.
problem that I have is
me-
them pushing it into my face.
Oh yeah,
And
that
I
that
also-
too.
And I also have a problem with them pushing it onto children.
I would have to.
Oh, that is also
Like,
a problem that I have with them.
Sorry, gentlemen, I have to disagree. I have to disagree kind of hard, because like
No.
when,
You
when
can't be serious. Are you really gonna support gender affirming care?
Like
yes,
the-
that anyways.
the thing
No.
I would say about it.
No,
The thing I would say about it.
Listen, I'm not like this isn't like a
Yes.
disrespectful thing. I just
No,
think
no.
you're I don't think people are right about the gender affirming stuff. I just don't think it's
Here's my thing, right?
I don't think it's true because not only is it just like it's very experimental, like it's very new.
I feel
It
like
is not.
they should
It's not-
teach it at the right age, you know?
Hold on. It is.
It's
Yeah.
not even about teaching. It's not even about
It
teaching.
is experimental. I agree with that, but it's not new. That aside, I also think.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm not saying okay, sure.
It's
not,
new
it's not
enough
new,
that
but
we
it's,
haven't seen the like long-term benefits.
we
like,
don't. Yeah,
thing.
there is no studies
You
on
never
it,
know.
and like
Like,
and
10
saying,
years
no,
time?
and saying that like oh well in 10 years time we're gonna know. That's not. I don't think that's a good enough. Like
Are you guys
sure we can see it in 10 years time, but is it really?
Are you guys
Are-
COVID vexed?
Yeah, of course.
Me personally.
Obviously, we have
I'm
to
not.
get vaxxed.
So Maxman, you said that we have.
I am not.
Yeah, okay, but Maxman, I think you agreed, right? That we need time to see the results, right?
Yeah.
And the COVID vaccine, it is. I don't know what you said.
No, but I feel like there's a difference between.
But you know, the vaccine was
No,
developed-
the difference is right. Is
The
the people
difference-
who are transitioning. We haven't seen the statistic for long term. How many of them are?
It's
gonna
not even
regret
no. It's not even the adult people. If you're an adult, do whatever.
It's the
fuck.
children. It's the children.
It's the children specifically. Like I don't. If you want to do.
Well,
whatever the hell
define children
surgeries
like
with-
underage.
No. Listen, if you want to do whatever the hell surgeries with adults, you can do that, even if it's experimental. Sure, if the adult consents to it, if they're in the right state of mind, if it's all legal, sure, I don't care.
Yes.
But like
a
even if
child does not have the mental capacity to want to change gender.
Well-
They'll just say,
But
"Oh yes,
no,
I
but
want to
like,
change
if
gender."
you look, if you look at the persistence rates of people kids that are diagnosed with gender dysphoria or gender I think it's a different term now, but I'm not sure. Whatever, gender dysphoria doesn't matter for this conversation.
Literally, no one cares
No,
about the
it's-
terminology.
There is a
in
different
this.
term. There is a
BC.
different term as well, but like gender dysphoria works for this conversation. I don't fucking remember it.
It is gender dysphoria. You are
Whatever.
correct.
I don't remember the other term.
Yes,
So, and it
yes.
doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter anyway for my conversation. Anyway, like if you look at the systems rates, which is essentially like people who are diagnosed with gender dysphoria, and then they just and like the systems rates after these kids hit puberty, like they just don't attend therapists anything anymore. Like they don't. It's not that they've already transitioned. It's just they don't continue with the treatment, which is the system, right? It's like 70 to 80% of these kids just stop having gender dysphoria, supposedly. Like they desist, so they don't need the treatment. They don't go to treatment.
No, right. So
But
the reason they stop.
No, listen, let me finish real quick. After gender dysphoria, the desistance rates for people who go under gender affirming care is like 10 to 20. That's not, and it's not a good thing because that just means that a lot of these kids, instead of like
They're being forced upon it.
I don't know how to. Fuck. My brain is like, bro. My brain is working at 20% right now. I'm gonna formulate this. It's like it's clear that it's the gender dysphoria. Because I think gender dysphoria is mental illness. Because like the way people describe gender dysphoria, it is a mental illness. We should be trying to like solve it and not.
I wonder what could solve it.
To like no. Well, the desistance rate in kids specifically. Sure, adults can do whatever the fuck I want. In kids specifically, the desistance rate before gender affirming care was a thing was like 60 to 70, something in that range.
God,
after gender affirming care started being issued and started being a thing, it was 10 to 20%. It's clear that like gender affirming care is just like not. It's making a lot of these people, instead of just go through puberty and then get go through gender dysphoria and then stop having gender dysphoria, because a lot of the time in kids especially gender dysphoria goes away when they reach puberty, right? A lot of these times when gender affirming care and they get put on these fucking puberty blockers and they get put on and they get fucking surgeries and all that stuff, of course they're gonna desist less because they're taking hormone blockers. They're not going through puberty. They're not doing any of these other things. And like I think, if it seems like the best way to cure gender dysphoria is in kids is to just not do anything about it, then it would be better to just not doing anything about it instead of doing an experimental treatment
that could potentially harm them.
For kids.
So Lucian, here's my thing. So for the last like 100 years, you would go down, say like a pub or a bar, and you would see a man wearing a dress, and you would say, "All right, he's mentally ill," and like that, you would just get on with your day. Now it's a whole thing.
Well, I don't know. I don't feel like that's I don't think that's the same thing. Like, there's still cross-dressers. Like, there's still cross-dressers. I don't think it's just
really me. Old face.
When, I mean, 100 years from now, or 50 years from now, let's say, and I go to like a store and I'll see, let's say, a woman dressed in guy clothes or a guy dressed in female clothes. Generally, the more rational person would just ignore, basically just go on with your day.
No one cares.
Well, like,
no
I don't. But like, that's not my point, though.
Like,
what does this have to do with what does this have to do with what I said?
Oh wait, no. It's just adding to what Max
I'm talking more about like no. I'm talking more about Max. Like, I don't get what. Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so now it's my turn to talk. I have the talk.
You have the talking stick now.
Yeah, I have to talk.
Yeah, he has the talking stick now, boys. You guys are giving me free content, and we only have like.
Wait, what? No.
You're recording this off.
Hey, this is on live. This is live. You guys just realized that I was live streaming this.
Shit.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, I'm canceled.
No. These are all Look, every single point you've made here thus far, I can take a lot of them. I can take the valid points. Some people might disagree, and some people might agree. And
my lawyer will look over this.
Every single part of this whole stream it's pretty based. Like we're just having
delete
like
these clips. Delete these clips.
Yeah.
Guys, this is literally red pill sigma male live stream.
Look, we have people on like so many. We have 4 people, but still, we have very many different views on things, and
Oh yeah, we have a social democrat and classical liberal. Yeah.
and
this
it
is pretty different, to be fair.
and
Makes
here's
me
me
mad.
being the liberal conservative over here, but
I don't know, Max. What are you? What are you, Max?
Fascist, he's a fascist.
He's a
I don't
fascist.
believe I am.
He's the-
Everyone says
he's
I
the-
am. I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not.
God.
Literally everyone says I am. I'm not. I'm
like
fucking.
IRL actually.
Yeah, no, like everyone says I am, just because I
Red
hang
pill
around
coach
with a load
lord.
of fucking left-wing pricks.
So someone
But,
commented on my stream.
I'm more right-leaning.
Yo, someone commented on my stream. Red pill
That's it.
coach Lord Lucream.
Like, red pill
On
coach
God,
Lord
on God,
and,
on
and,
God.
and would pay top G Sigma
Oh,
male.
come on. It's not, this is not, this is not
Patrick Bateman,
stuff.
literally
I'm
meanwhile I
genuinely
drive.
quoting. No, I'm actually quoting like studies and stuff. Come on.
But
I'm very skeptical about transgender studies. The
Yeah,
thing-
I would have to agree.
Well, sure, because
This is a
there's
great
not a lot.
point.
because
We should
because of how
actually do this
new
on
it
the
is,
I can understand
I have
that.
the talking stick. I have the talking stick.
it's very
Go ahead.
valid though.
I would say it's not. Oh boy. And here, let me talk. I actually, because I have like a bunch of trans friends, and they were very close to me, so it was actually a thing of concern.
I-
And I
Sure.
specifically had like one American trans friend. And if you don't know about trans politics, I mentioned it before, they are very restrictive. What I found with statistics is that often they try to be very manipulative. For example, if you do like a medical, psychology, just any Scientological study, you need a certain amount of people to make it valid. And I found that if you look at like trans studies, they will often not have that many amount of people, both because being trans, despite how much it's talked about, it's not much. It's like 1% of the population at max. And two, it is also a very highly politicalized topic, so you know everyone will throw in their biases. And there's a lot of studies, and of course counter studies. But the general gist is that dysphoria, gender dysphoria, if treated, is actually reduced. Now, when gender dysphoria is not reduced, there are a bunch of factors that play into it. Oftentimes, transphobes, I do not accuse anyone here of being a transphobe, but oftentimes transphobes will take studies of detransitioners and just take them as
Out of context, yeah.
Well,
they do, wait. They will say, see, this person wasn't trans, and the woke mob gender ideology propagandized this poor child into being trans. But if you actually look or listen to the detransitioner stories, you will often find that it's not necessarily them being like, not necessarily them being not trans, but he just leave.
You just left.
Rather disconnected. Bro, disconnected.
Did he
Oh god.
nothing wrong?
Probably
Is he
got
coping?
probably got of the there it
Oh.
is, he's back.
I thought I pissed you off or something.
He's
You are
not.
correct.
It's a very
If
civil
you're-
discussion, unironically.
We've got
Wait a second,
everyone
wait a
from
wait a
each
second,
side of the
Wait a second.
like.
FGR dragged me into like staff VC, so I have to
Yeah.
talk with him. I'll be back in a second.
Ah.
do we rate?
Get yo, raid
I have a
FGR.
question though. Should we actually make this a Rhine podcast?
Unironically, this is amazing. Like you guys
This
are giving
would
me
be
so
amazing.
much good content right now.
Funny Lego group talks about transgender rights.
Hey, this
wait.
I've had more enjoyment with this discussion than in a long while because I really miss
Look,
just these.
Getting drunk and talking about this stuff is always fun.
Oh
You
my
were-
god, bro! Just give me a cans of beers and I would talk about so much political
Oh
shit.
God, brother.
No, because if I get drunk, I mean, I cannot even right now talk properly straight. Imagine if I'm being drunk, I just slur out random words and hope they make sense, because in my head they do, but everyone else around me thinks I'm retarded or something.
I'm just very happy that I'm not a lightweight. I'm just very happy about
I
it.
can take a few cans or a few shots.
I saw
I'm
you,
3 drinks in so far. 3 drinks in.
No, what do you drink? What's like,
Ciders and beers.
Hey, my
I
boy.
don't drink much liquors.
I go
Yeah,
for wine.
same. Because liquors are
Wine-
just easy kill. Would just easily fucking kill you in the fucking.
Yeah, I just drink to enjoy the drink.
I don't get
That's
that.
why.
I
That's
never-
why I'm a beer person, bro.
No, beer is not enjoyable. You can.
What are you
No,
talking about, bro? Have it with
Beer is
friends.
not enjoyable. That's why I drink cider, because it's better.
Hey,
it
that's
just
fair.
tastes.
That's fair. That's fair.
If
love
you
cider.
want to have an enjoyable experience, probably just have wine or
Wine.
something. Yeah,
Yes,
wine is
yes.
wine is very enjoyable. I like it.
But like, I never understood alcohol as like a thing to enjoy, because sure, I like wine, but there are like 1,000 better drinks that taste better. For me, alcohol is just to get drunk. If I want something for a taste, I just open a Coke. Simple as.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
it's
but like, if you're drinking, you may as well enjoy it. You shouldn't just drink to get drunk.
That's a fair point. That's actually why I actually somewhat like vodka, because you can just mix it with like.
with anything.
You can mix it with anything.
You
and
mix it
will
with anything,
taste
and it
good.
makes it better.
You don't taste it. The only time you taste vodka, in my opinion, or like in my experience,
Is if you have it without anything.
Not even that. I feel I don't necessarily taste it, but I feel it. Like it has like a weird tingling in my throat when it goes like down my throat. I know that sounds crazy, because I talked to my friends as well, and they also thought I was crazy or something. Crazy, I was crazy once.
We were all
Anyway,
crazy once.
Right. So let's get back on topic. So
should we not wait for?
yeah, let's wait.
If you want to raid FGR's little.
That's
little
probably
room.
not a good idea.
Wait, hold on.
So what's your opinion on the Russo-Ukraine conflict?
Oh boy, from one controversial topic into another.
I mean, I can put in my few. Well, with my knowledge so far on the conflict.
Oh wait, everyone into lip and listen. We gotta get FGR back.
Hey, get FGR in this.
Yes. What Lord Lucifer? Back.
Oh wait, is he going?
Wait. Soon. Anyway, my opinion on the Russo-Ukrainian war is that
All right,
I
let's
don't
go
know
for
why.
you first.
but for some reason a bit more far left elements of German politics are actually pro. Okay, they aren't necessarily pro-Russian. They aren't necessarily pro-Russian, but they are like
Leaning.
neutral.
Oh,
They're-
neutral.
They're like leaning in a way that would benefit. They're neutral in a way that would lean towards Russia's benefit. Because let's be honest, with no support, Ukraine would be pretty much fucked in the ass. Like,
Yeah.
And I kind of feel, and actually that's kind of like Orwellian thought. Basically, I feel like neutrality will always be basically a favor for the side that's winning, right? And as such, Russia would win without Western support. So I see that being neutral is kind of support for Russia, because you need to help the weaker country. Otherwise, you basically support the stronger country by just standing there. And many of Germany's far left and far right elements support neutrality. And
Well, the German far right parties are funded by Putin, aren't they?
I
Get snatched.
now Maxman got snapped.
Hey, he's
snatched.
back.
We are talking about the Russian-Ukrainian war. So
Well,
they-
wait, can we finish the? Well, like the thing is, before we do continue with whatever the fuck, I understand. I'm talking about the systems, not the transition. It's very two
Yes,
very
yes.
two different two very different things.
right.
Like I don't listen. Like this sounds like very fucking like I have black friends, but I also have trans friends. Like,
Yeah. No,
it's just like
I mean, yeah,
And,
true.
like,
I
I
do
don't-
also have my trans friends.
like
here.
I don't mind. I don't really care about
oh boy.
whatever the fuck.
Yes.
Okay, it's just I believe personally that children shouldn't be doing gender affirming care. They shouldn't be doing like all this stuff. I feel like it's better to just leave it until
Okay,
they're
first
adults.
First off, before anyone of us seems stupid, what would you define as children from like age?
I would say no, like adults legally, so like 18. Like when you're 18 and up, you can do
Yep.
whatever the fuck you want. Even if you're like, even if I know some people consider like 20 still a child, but like
Yeah.
after 18, you're legally an adult,
Yes.
which means you can do whatever the fuck you want. But like
I have-
before that, I feel like just morally, personally, I just feel like it should not be allowed to have children go under gender affirming care and like specifically like all that stuff. Personally,
I can see where you're coming from, right? And my opinion is that people who believe stuff like you, they often don't. I feel like they cannot really necessarily relate to like problems that trans people could face. Here's the thing. Of course, we would all like to say that transitioners, whenever they transition, instantly pass 100% and look like cis women, you know, those who were born women. But it's like not always the case. And the problem is that the sooner that you transition, the better the results will be. And my problem is that if you actually look at trans suicide rates, trans discussions, trans feelings, whatever, you will often see that a big part that gives them negative emotions is not necessarily that they transition and then feel like, oh, actually I wasn't like a trans woman. I was always the gender I was born with, right? The main problem is that they transition and society still doesn't see them as women and they feel like bad because they don't 100% pass, and then the transphobes come and make bad comments.
They basically get ostracized.
Exactly, and you find it a lot that trans women get accepted as long as they like look good. And if they only transition at 18, then that's like a lot of puberty already going into like wrong gender, which already makes them, you know, makes their chances of passing slimmer. And of course, I don't think we should give like 6-year-old children bloody gender pills.
Because that would be stupid.
And
Unironic.
that would be unironic.
Like,
yeah. But I feel like if
I understand,
Yeah.
but I feel like like the it's like I this is gonna sound
no worries.
like very
Go ahead.
intellectually, you know, but like in this environment, do you know what a social contagion is?
No, can you elaborate?
Yeah.
Elaborate, brother.
A social contagion is essentially like
Like a disease for social ideas?
it's like it's like a very popular social idea ingrained in like society. Like for example, there was a what the
Yes. What?
oh fuck, I'm still in TeamSpeak.
Oh, you've been discussing this.
Please tell me your microphone was on.
No,
Please
I had
tell me
push to
your-
talk. I've pushed to talk.
Oh god.
I have push to talk. It's okay. Like
sad.
anyway, the thing is, so there was like for example like a social contagion is like
Let's say some
suicide. That's a
Yeah.
really good. It's a bit morbid, yes, but it's like a really good example because for example like there were a lot of at one point there were a lot of like celebrities that you know had killed themselves and
point of view,
kind of like because of how brains work and how like social stuff works, people are more likely to like follow the trend essentially.
Yes.
And like I'm not saying like well I think
I get. What
I
you
think at this point like kind of like that's I'm not sure like I'm not an expert on this, but like that's kind of what I've read about and stuff. Like and from what I believe that like the trans
Yes.
like transitioning at this point in time is a social contagion, definitely. And a lot of people who might not be, and like I'm not saying that there aren't trans kids or like something like that. I'm saying that there might be a lot of people who are just following the trend in terms of how politics is going, especially in terms like, especially for example like doctors who like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm phrasing it wrongly, but like I mean more like I feel like there's a lot of people. There might be a lot of people who aren't actually gender dysphoric, and they just have the like the not like
they're not the average kid. Let's say like tomboys, and they didn't get diagnosed.
yeah
early
like
as
yeah
trans.
exactly like they're like a tomboy. Like maybe they just aren't as masculine or as feminine as, you know, we society think is normal, and then they get diagnosed with gender dysphoria, and then they do all this transitioning stuff, especially as children, when they're like susceptible to ideology. They go through all this stuff, and then when they're like adults, they regret it. Like, sure, there obviously is like a demographic of people, like actual trans people and actual trans kids, who would greatly benefit from getting these surgeries, but it's just like, in our current society, in the current state of like medicine, the current state of like all the like personally, all the ideological capture that exists in society currently from like just generally, I feel like it isn't just, we can't just say like, okay, everybody, like I don't trust when like a person says, okay, you're gender dysphoric at this point in time. I feel like in the future, when we have more trust in the healthcare system to give like accurate results in terms of this kind of stuff, I feel like we shouldn't have kids transitioning at this point in time. Like you get what I'm saying, right? Like I feel like it's just it's more risk to do that than not.
So I see what you're saying. Okay, I don't want to twist your argument, so I ask, alright, are you thinking that more people, or like more trans people, are not actually trans, or do you think that a large do you think a large part is trans and then there are few not non-trans people, or do you think a large part is non-trans and only a few people are trans? Or
I feel like
a middle ground?
I feel like it's more that there is a lot of if we're talking about like kids specifically, because I feel like adults, I don't think we should talk about adults because adults are like their own thing, and I personally feel like if you're an adult at that point,
you can do whatever you want, basically.
Yes, sure. If you want to do all the surgery, if you want to take all the pills, if you want to do whatever, fine. But I'm talking more about I'm talking more about like diagnoses. Like I feel like I don't believe that there is. I don't know. I do not know if there is a majority or not of actual trans kids. Like I don't know what the ratio is between actual trans kids and people who are wrongly diagnosed. But I would say if I want to be, I'm gonna be on the safe side. I'm gonna say like somewhere in the middle. But like it's still like a substantial enough amount where, like, if we allow every single trans kid to, if we allow every single person who is diagnosed with gender dysphoria to transition, it wouldn't be the best idea for the future. Like I don't know, something like that.
Some people might actually come to regret their decision. You know,
Yeah.
we wouldn't know until it would be too late.
And I feel like taking the risk of like, oh, we'll see in 10 to 20 years, it's just like, it just doesn't feel
You're
right.
rolling the dice on like something that hasn't been tested for a lot, for like, we don't know what would be the result. That would be the certain, would it be positive or would it have negative effects? Like that, I don't think it would be also. I also don't think it would be a good idea to just blatantly just roll that dice. But that's just me.
Right. So
Not at this point in time. Like maybe in the future when we can trust the healthcare system and like with not being ideological.
Oh, I do agree on that one.
I don't know.
I honestly, I don't think it will never not be ideology.
Sure, but I feel like at some point in time it will be more like we can just as a general society we can be more sure that the results that we're getting are genuinely, like, these are genuinely gender dysphoric people that do actually that will actually benefit from transitioning early.
Right.
That do actually
I'm
will
sorry
actually
we are
benefit.
talking about kids, I know that, but
That's kind of like, no, but that's kind of the contention. Like,
here's the thing,
at this
right?
point in time.
I grabbed like the first article. I just googled the transitioner statistics, right? And I grabbed like the first article I found. It's from AP News. I don't know if that's like left wing or right wing.
You can share.
AP News. Wait. I've not.
It's the news
I
don't
that
know what it
that
is.
sends in the whole
Obviously
war
news.
footage.
Wait a minute.
Armor piercing news. That's what AP stands.
Armor piercing
Yeah,
news, yeah.
Associated Press.
Left wing or right wing.
Well, they're a non.
If it's,
Not-for-profit.
I reckon it'll be right.
I think it's more. No. I don't think they're right wing.
AP News has a media
Never
score
in
of
the
some
whole battle.
80%, somewhat liberal. Okay, it's somewhat liberal based.
Okay, so it's center. It's center.
Oh, we can call it center if you like. But
Let me
basically,
check.
the first check Ground News, guys. Our today's stream sponsor. This stream is sponsored by Ground News. Check the link in the description.
Oh my god.
Fuck off, kill yourself.
No, but like, sure.
But
Okay,
like,
so,
we
yeah.
just take it, right? And I really grabbed the first article I found, and it talked about detransitioners, right? And I'm just gonna read a passage. Some studies suggest that rates of regret have declined over the years, as patient selection and treatment methods have improved. In a review of 27 studies involving almost 80,000 teens and adults who had transgender surgeries, mostly in Europe, the US, and Canada, 1% on average expressed regret. For some, regret was temporary, but a small number went on to have detransitioning or reversal surgeries. The 2021 review said. 1% regret. Now, I don't know what I have to say. In my opinion, this detransitioning scare or whatever you want to call it is often
It's
blown
not.
out proportion.
I don't know. It's not specifically like the detransitioning. Like, I don't know. Like it's more like. Well, it may be. From when is the study?
2021.
Actually,
2021. I just wrote it.
2021.
The 2021 review said.
I'm trying to formulate my thoughts. Like, I don't know. It's less for me personally. It's less the like. I feel like obviously when you've already transitioned, if you've already gone through all of this stuff,
Yes.
you're much less likely to detransition,
But
in my opinion. But
okay,
yeah.
let's follow that logic, right?
yeah, sure.
We take the 1% that expressed regret, right? That would mean that for you said before that it's like 50-50 basically. You said like it's in the middle ground.
It
right?
was it was 60 to 70 desistance.
Can I add
That-
something on
wait,
that?
wait. That would mean that like 60%, around 60% of those.
Wait, I'm not sure. It might be more. I think it's not that. It's definitely not less, but it might be more. But I'm not sure.
Can I add something on this
Yeah,
real quick?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
We haven't seen the long-term statistics for regret yet. It may go up as the years go on.
That's fair. Yeah, like I feel like
Like people will be happy now, but then later on down their life, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, why did I chop off my dick?"
funny.
It's like one of those things where you do something, and then
I know,
later
but I
down the
feel like-
life,
I feel
in
like
life, you're like,
we're-
"Oh, that was really cringe. Why did I do
That's
that?"
not really
The thing
great.
is, it's
I
like-
cut off my penis.
But the
I
thing
mean,
is, like,
it-
you're talking about detransition,
Yes.
and I was talking about desistance,
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
which is not
That's
the
a fair
same,
point.
which is not the same thing.
I wasn't really paying attention, but like, yeah.
No,
that's a fair
I'm talking to Pioneer.
Yeah, to me.
But like,
What is desistance? I'm sorry, my English.
so desistance, it's fine. Desistance, I'm gonna just do a. I don't think I would be able to explain it.
Yeah,
well.
that's relatable.
Desistance is the process of what? No, this is crime desistance. No. The act or process of seizing. The act or process of seizing. That's especially from a criminal or antisocial behavior, but that doesn't really apply. But like I feel like the
So you
system
mean
will-
you mean like to cease being trans, like they stop being trans?
they stopped. No, they desisted from the like therapy. Like they desisted from the medicine and from the therapist sessions about their gender
So
dysphoria.
in more simpler terms, they just simply stopped from.
They
taking-
stopped. Yeah, they stopped. They stopped going to. They stopped trying to transition.
Okay.
Essentially.
Wait. Here's
much
the
like
thing,
that.
though. I'm sorry. I don't think that stopping from transitioning necessarily means stopping being trans. I have a Polish friends.
I would have to agree. Yeah.
I have like I know I have like 1,000 trans contacts. I have like a hotline where I just call them, right? No, but like I have like a Polish transgender friend, or I used to have. We kind of fell out, and basically she was a trans woman. I'm just gonna respect that, right?
Yeah, sure.
She's trans, and she knows she's trans. She was very suicidal because she lives in Poland, and I don't know if you know Poland, but it's highly conservative, like highly conservative.
Yeah.
Think like I
understand.
American South kind of.
I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. And she, despite being trans, she did not want to like transition. She be it social pressure, be it whatever, she just didn't want to transition, and that doesn't stop her from being trans. She knows she's trans, she is trans, and she still doesn't want to transition. And this is kind of my problem. And if you actually look at like the reasons for transitioning, I know I'm going back to like transitioning, but if you go to transitioning, there's also like very large reasons for transitioning that are not realizing that my gender dysphoria was, wrong. There's like health concerns, because you all said it's bad for health, and I admit that it's probably not the best to like put hormones in your body. Then there's also reasons for social changes. I mentioned that before, but I've read stories of detransitioners that basically admitted they admit they might have still been trans, but they just didn't want to deal with the social pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's a huge problem in the continuing to transition thing. Furthermore, there's also the problem of public restriction. I don't know if you heard it, but in America there's like a shit ton, and I can't produce the source for like every bill or what it was named, but there were like thoughts of making kids that, like anyone under 18 that receives gender affirming care, be taken from their parents if their parents know that. There have been rules put in schools that if the school finds out that the kid is trans, they have to inform the parents. And imagine your parents are highly conservative Republicans. Would you tell your teachers or something that you are trans so that they tell your highly conservative parents? No, I would not. And it is like this suppression of institutes where usually kids are supposed to trust someone. It is the social pressure. It is the social pressure, being cut off from help, not being able to receive help because you are being cut off from like everyone you trusted, that could potentially deter those trans kids. Or like I hate saying trans kids because kids is what you think about when you think of one.
No, but the one thing I will say about this is I personally believe a child doesn't have the mental fortitude to decide that at that age.
Yes,
If you get what I mean.
I must say, first off, I'm going to say like from 16 years old. I'm going to say.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Like, there should definitely be an age cap on it. I think at 16, they're like.
I would say
it's like a good age, but I think it should be 18 for like.
Yeah, I personally think it's 18.
18 for like.
18,
surgery.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely to be
Listen,
certain.
I understand why some people. I understand why some people want to do 16, but I just want to. I feel like it's better to stay on the safe side, and just
Like,
have it at 18.
I mean, hell,
Because
when I
at
was
18,
16,
you're slightly more responsible, and you might go, actually, no, I'm not trans.
yeah, a 16-year-old.
It's not that. I just feel like it's like at 18, you're legally an adult. At that point,
Exactly,
the government shouldn't do as much regulation. Like,
yeah,
et cetera. Like, I just feel like it's better to stay on the safe side. 18
because
instead of
an 18-year-old would know more than a 16-year-old. Generally.
I want to stay on the safe side too, right? The fundamental difference between all of us is probably how much we believe that a person is actually trans or is not trans. And you guys are correct. There's not as much long-term research study. Maybe in like 20 years we will have enough long research studies, right? I truly believe that in 20 years we have enough to finally settle the question.
Hopefully.
I don't think it will be I think it will be settled by then. The only reason I see it's not being settled is political. That aside, the statistics we have right? The statistic we have says that detransitioners very, very rarely regret it. And those who do regret it often do it because they couldn't, because of social issues. I'm going over and over again. And for me, the 1%.
What do you? Sorry. What do you mean by like detransitioners regret? Like, do you mean like?
I'm sorry, transitioners regret. I'm
Okay.
my mind. So 1% of transitioners regret. There, I fixed my sentence, right?
Yeah.
And based on that, we have two groups. One group is 1%, and the other group is 99%, right? And in my opinion, the 99% should not suffer because of the 1% that was truly not trans. And that is my view, because those 99% would always profit from like a earlier transition age.
The 1% that aren't actually trans are the ones who are only doing it for social media clout.
Not even that. I actually talked about it before, but out of these transitioners, they are still split in like many reasons. Some of them might be social media clout, but others are also social stress, change in political views, maybe dysphoria going away.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I just want to add a note. We are about to reach our 2-hour mark, so
This is fine.
wait. Let's just finish this part of the discussion and then we can do the outro.
Bro, we actually need to do this for a Ryan podcast.
I mean, you could
so
schedule it. You could schedule
No,
this podcast.
We would get canceled.
We would.
No. Oh god, he got dragged.
The feds got him already. The feds got him
Oh
already.
god.
Gone years.
I got it. They got him again.
But no, it's not like we're being like unreasonable, irrational, and stuff like that.
I will cancel you all on Twitter. I will find.
We
my
have like
email.
multiple views on things, and
No, Ryan political podcast. Amazing.
Okay. Anyway. Goodbye, lads. It was a nice
Yeah.
meeting. Nice
Yeah.
conversation.
Amazing.
Conversation.
Yeah. Oh, what?